Hey everyone! If your team's workflow and inbox feels like this tangled mess of shared passwords and, oops, accidental edits, then you are in exactly the right place. Today, we're going to untangle all of that. We're driving into how you can bring some serious order to that chaos, right from inside your account. Let's get into it.
All right, let me ask you a quick question and be honest. Is your entire team, your whole operation, running on just one single shared password? If you're nodding right now, hey, no judgment. A ton of teams do it. And that's precisely why we're talking about this today. You see, that one password, it leads to what I like to call the one password headache. And you know what I'm talking about, right? Campaigns getting accidentally changed or sent out too early, a massive security risk if that one password ever gets into the wrong hands, and, just total confusion over who did what. It's basically a recipe for chaos where nobody feels like they truly own their work.
But what if I told you there's a much, much smarter and more secure way to get your team working together? A way that's, frankly, a whole lot less stressful. Well, there is, and that's what we're going to break down right now.
So here's our game plan. We'll start by really defining that teamwork headache. Then we'll talk about getting control without all the chaos. We'll look at how everyone on your team gets a specific role. I'll give you a super simple 3-step playbook to get it done, and we'll finish up by looking at what smarter, more secure teamwork really looks like.
So yeah, we've pretty much nailed down the problem, right? Sharing one login is just not efficient, and it's definitely not secure. You need your designers, your marketers, your finance folks, all working in the same space, but without tripping over each other.
And that brings us right to the solution, multi-user access. This is how you give everyone on the team their own set of keys to the platform. But here's the magic part. You get to decide exactly which doors those keys can open.
So why even bother doing this? Well, because when you invite individual users, you can delegate tasks without any of that confusion. You can keep really sensitive information, like your billing details, totally safe. It speeds up collaboration for sure. And maybe the best part, as the account owner, you are always in complete control.
Oh, and just a quick heads up on this. The multi-user feature is available on certain iInbox plans. So if you're not seeing it in your dashboard, you might want to just take a quick peek at your current subscription and see what your options are.
Now, this isn't some kind of one-size-fits-all solution. Nope. The real power here comes from assigning very specific roles. You're giving each team member the exact permissions they need to do their job, and absolutely nothing more.
Okay, let's break this table down, because this is where it all clicks. Right at the top, you've got the administrator. That's probably you. See how it's yes all the way across? That's full control. Next up, the manager. This is perfect for your marketing lead. They can create campaigns, edit stuff, view reports, but notice, they can't touch users or billing. Super useful. Then we have the viewer role. This is great for a client or maybe a stakeholder who just needs to see how things are going. And last, the accountant. See that? They get access only to billing. That's it. It's a brilliant way to keep everything separate and secure. All right, so you get the what and the why. Now let's get down to the how. It's honestly so simple. Here's your step-by-step playbook for managing users like a pro. So adding someone new is incredibly easy. You just head over to your settings, find the users menu, and click Add New User. You fill in their name and email, and then, and this is the most important part, you pick the right user role from that dropdown we just talked about. You can even set an expiration date, which is awesome for temporary help. Hit save, and boom, their invitation is on its way. But what if someone on your team gets a promotion or their job changes? No problem. It's so easy. In that same users menu, you just find their name, click Edit, pick a new role, and save. The change happens instantly. And taking a user off the account is just as simple and just as fast. When someone leaves the team, you find their name, click delete, and that's it. Their access is gone. Revoked immediately. It keeps your account secure in real time. Now, here are a couple of pro tips to really level up your game. First, always assign roles based only on what someone really needs to do their job. It's called the principle of least privilege. Second, definitely use those expiration dates for freelancers or interns. And finally, make it a habit, maybe once a quarter, to just scan your user list and clean out any old inactive accounts. So let's zoom out for a second and bring it all home. What does all of this add up to? Well, it's about building a solid foundation for way smarter and way more secure teamwork. You know, this quote just says it all, doesn't it? It's not just about control. It's about making teamwork easier.
This system isn't about micromanaging people. It's about empowering them by getting rid of the friction and the confusion.
When you use these tools, you're empowering every single person on your team, from the designer building an email to the marketer checking stats to the finance person grabbing an invoice, to all work together smoothly and safely in one place.
So, as we wrap this up, I'll just leave you with this one final actionable question. Based on everything we just covered, who on your team just popped into your head? Who needs a role right now? Thanks so much for tuning in.